Alright, response to Professor Anton again. I'll only do 5 minutes. Or a little tiny bit more. So maybe you could respond to what I'm saying for a change. Look, I watch your video. It has nothing to do. You keep changing the subject. Your video was full of all this talk of spiritual and deity and deify and all this other crap, and now you're changing the subject to language and how we're different from animals. Yeah, who's arguing we're not different from animals? Of course we're different. We're different from ourselves 50,000 or 100,000 years ago. Ourselves back then were they were idiots. They were assholes. Yeah, we're still assholes. We're still monkeys fucking a football, pretty much. But yeah, we're certainly doing it in much more elaborate ways. We're doing it in our sky domes now, instead of in the grass and the trees. But it's the same. We were still silly animals, with a little bit of intelligence, and that's what it is. It's a little bit of intelligence, and language gives it to us. All right, language gives us the ability to know we're going to die. You wouldn't really be able to figure it out. You could live even in a community of animals, and if no one told you when you were a kid, you're going to die, this is because, everybody gets old and all this stuff. No, you'd say, okay, yeah, some people die because the bear eats them or something, or they fall off a cliff, or a tree falls on them, or whatever. But you wouldn't just automatically conclude you're going to die. You would still be able to have the illusion of immortality until somebody informed you differently. Until you had enough language to convey that, yeah, this is part of what life is, and you're going to do it. The fact that things that you loved, your mother, your father might get killed. The higher mammals deal with that, and it's very stressful for some. Some of them don't survive when something very important happens. With elephants, it gets really dicey sometimes when the matriarch kills over. The little tribe of elephants sometimes can be left not knowing what the hell they're doing because no one takes their place. But anyway, that's a whole other story. I won't get into individual animal psychology. But the fact is, we're animals, okay? And so, yeah, we have language, so we have the ability to have this whole conceptualization thing, to be able to convey concepts to each other, and that's what we do with these frickin' words. They're little placeholders for concepts. That's all they are, placeholders. And the fact that they have double meanings, big frickin' deal. Alright, no big surprise that some of the words can be used in more than one context to mean more than one thing. Okay, so what? Big deal. Yeah, if we designed a perfect language, we'd probably try to weed that crap out of it, but guess what? It wasn't designed, okay? It was just acquired over time, a little bit at a time, new words over time. So it's sloppy, it's piecemeal, okay? That's how it's been assembled. And so it's garbage, okay? The language is a little bit sloppy. Big deal. Doesn't mean anything. There's no evidence of God behind the sloppiness in our language. No evidence of God. Okay, I'll even go to your point. Do apes pass along to others? The great apes do not babble. Do other animals have a sense of the spiritual and transcendent? I don't have a sense of it. So what are you saying? I'm not human? You're saying this sense is a human sense? I never had a sense of the spiritual or the transcendent. I never had any expectation I was going to transcend this penis and this hairstyle. No, I'm not going to transcend it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to live and then I'm going to fucking die. The end of me. Period. And I go to a graveyard and I could figure that out when I was a kid. None of those people are transcending anything. They're fucking dead. And most of them are forgotten. So that's a pile of crap right there. Do other animals have questions about their origins and the origins of their species? That's the perfect there. Now we have the conversation. Because what this is all about is you're basically denying our evolution. You're denying the fact that we evolved from a consuming and reproducing cell. Okay? You're denying that we were once trilobites, that we were lizards, that we were amphibians, that we were fucking little carnivores chomping around on this little fucking ball of shit for millions of years. And then we finally maturated, so to speak, into this human form. And you're just denying all that because you think there's something else there. You think there's something else. There's a Zeus somewhere, right? That's all this origin shit is. This wonder is. You're defending, all these narratives, as you call them. See, I think the humans everywhere have origin stories, narratives of themselves and their origins. Yeah, they have stories, and every story has been found to be a pile of crap. Okay? That's all they are. They're stories. They're not the truth. And so now we have the fucking truth. And the truth is we evolved from a goddamn reproducing piece of goddamn chemistry. Period. Okay? DNA. That's the truth. Alright? The end. Okay, there's no more doors left with Zeus's name on it, or Nefertiti, or anything else. It's over. That conversation is over. It's an artifact of history. It's nothing. It's not useful history. It's like hopping 3 times on one foot to cure cancer. That might have been worked in 1592. Okay, that might have been their solution to a problem. Was to stand on their fucking head. No, but that's an artifact. We found it out to be bullshit, so we don't do that shit no more. And yeah, we can grow past this religion crap, and that's the whole fucking point of this of my presence on YouTube, is that these lies, this bullshit, this canard, that you still got some doors to open, some magic doors that are out there to open. No, there's no fucking magic doors. We've got the goddamn truth. We know what human beings are. We're eccentric psychology. We're run by desire. Period. It's not that goddamn complicated. And we use our intelligence to scheme the satisfaction of our goddamn desire. And if we really want to get civilized, then we'll figure out that all these other sentient creatures are just as valuable as us, and we'll do it in the best interest of all sentience instead of the one sentience that we happen to possess. And maybe we can get that enlightened. And that's one hope we can have. But beyond that, yeah, we're monkeys fucking a football. Grow up. Smell the reality. But quick change in the goddamn subject. I mean, if you're going to bring up a subject, then finish it. Really. So let's explain your deity crap, explain your spiritual crap. Explain them. Explain them!